So now that you have a good idea about how to actually place things on the screen, you need to know a little bit more about how to give the elements on the screen some room so that they're not so crowded. That's where these two things called margin and padding come in. So, what's the difference between margin and padding? You can often get them to look the same on the screen, but you should use them for different things. The particular metaphor I like to think about for margin is like taking your house and extending your yard. Now you can set the margin for the entire place, as in on the left and right and the top and bottom, or you can specify specific ones for which edge you want to actually add on to your yard. So let's just do it everywhere with just layout margin. And we're going to use dp for margins oftentimes. So I'm just going to say 40 dp. Now, watch again. Before, see how push me is so close to relative layout rules? When I say 40 dp here, it now gave itself some room. Its yard has been extended. Even though this relative layout rules, the content is still the same boundaries, and the button boundaries here are still the same, there's now a bit of margin. This is unlike padding. Padding is kind of like putting actual pads inside of your house, like as though you were going to fill it up with pillows. Your actual content space is going to grow, but it's going to be from the inside. So if I do that and say Android padding, again, you have the same things. You have top, bottom, left, and right, even a start and end depending on how you want things laid out. If I now make my padding equal to 40 dp, notice how my content stays the same, but the content area increases. So now I have a lot more on the inside with my padding and a lot more on my outside with my margin. The use case for these are going to be different depending on what the actual view content is. So choose margin or padding depending on whether or not you want to push other things away from your content or you want to give your content more room on the inside.